Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Ben from NolanTCG.
I got a bad haircut.
And Kurt from Locals.
I love buys.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's start with Kurt.
It's not going to be much.
Get a lot of buys.
Well, we'll start with last Tuesday. I went round 1 against Ben. Lost to Fire King Snake Eye.
Yep.
Then had the buy in round 2. First Logan in round 3, which was pretty much a buy because he bricked twice. That was Tuesday. Edison today had the buy round 1. And then round 2, I got locked out again because I couldn't tribute my Monarchs.
He learned that Mask of Restrict kind of ends his day.
Yeah.
Spell and trap removal.
I don't
Important.
like... Floodgates suck. Even though I played King Calamity for
Welcome to my sideboard in
6
Edison.
months. Anyway, yeah, my week was pretty not great.
My week was fantastic. Undefeated. Didn't lose a single game. No, I lost one game. Didn't lose a single match. It's quite good. Tuesday night, playing Fire Kings. XO. Yeah.
I was going to say, if you did...
I won. Yeah. That's how that works. 2-0 everyone.
No, you didn't.
Did you beat me in a game?
I beat you in a game.
Oh, I feel bad.
Liar! Fraud!
Yeah, sorry. I misremembered my day.
You forgot Boldreg effect.
Oh, yeah, that. Sorry, all the matches ended so quickly, I just assumed I 2-0'd everyone. Yeah. That was that. Then today, I won Edison. Because Gadgets is the best deck in Edison format.
Didn't burst me.
Yeah, it's definitely the gadgets that won you the game and not all the floodgates and all the side cards and all the out cards. And
Only
all of
one floodgate hit you, Jake.
Yeah, it's because
And you auto-scooped when I played it.
fucking terribly.
Yeah. I normal summoned Fossil Diner. And then I was like, now you can't battle fade me.
It wasn't even a battle fader, it was a
true.
gauze. Like, I don't think it was working
The gauze
anyway.
wouldn't work anyway, yeah.
It was really
Anyway,
bad.
your gauze token was going to be like 1200 attack because I'm playing gadgets.
Well, yeah, like, in no way, shape, or form was I actually, like, gonna, do well with the gauze. It was just to then survive to hopefully draw something that wasn't fucking a normal summon.
Yeah. I put in the Fossil Diners because, like, you seem to stall a lot with special summons from your hand.
Yes.
Here is my Fossil Diner.
Grab back Battle Fader. Battle Fader. Grab back Battle.
He did that at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was your week?
It was alright. So, still playing Two Element Fiendsmith in the real life. I may switch it back to Unchained Fiendsmith soon, just for something different. But I also have some cards coming from the Megatins, so I might even put an old, very brief favourite back together as well. So,
It's Metaphys.
No. So Edison, I'm playing a fairly terrible deck, and it showed off how terrible it was today by only giving me normal summons at every opportunity. It was very, very bad. And then in Master Duel, I think I'm on DLV 19 for the Duelist Cup. I would be playing it right now, but I was playing Edison, and now I'm here. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Also, I am like fucking exhausted. I've been going since 6 o'clock, like non-stop. I'm about to die.
I saw Jake lurking in the chat at 6 a.m. and was like, Jake's here to find out that Kurt's cards are not the rarity he wants them to be.
When are they?
This is a segue.
Yes.
Oh, we're doing
can't-
the OCG ban list first?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Were you done with your week in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
I kind of figured you were done.
You can't push me on segues and changing things up at the moment.
Okay.
I am tired.
He's very set on the
Fragile.
OCG ban list being what we talk about first, not rarities for thing.
Correct.
Okay, we'll get
The
to
OCG ban list. So that was announced Monday at about 10 p.m, 11 p.m-ish. Coming into effect as of October 1st.
that. I thought it was meant to be the Sunday.
No,
I just must have gotten my dates wrong.
Yes.
Because
yes.
when it got announced, I was like, oh, I thought this came out yesterday and I just had ignored it.
No. So, it is quite a big list.
It's a
admittedly.
very OCG list.
Very OCG.
Come back to 2 months ago when I talked about how in the OCG they just want to limit everything because they have a lot of pet deckers and they don't want to ban their decks and have them not show up to locals anymore.
I gotta say, I do like the list.
There's a lot to like.
With the list being what it is with the other hits, It really does.
It does a lot.
It does a lot.
But like, it is very OCG mentality of you can't kill a deck because if you kill a deck, the people that like that deck might not play the game ever again.
Well,
So
there's a very
limit everything.
There's a big hit in there. That
Yes.
hopefully
So-
changes the future.
What, Beatrice banned?
The one
Like
and
it is
only
in
card.
every other format? Beatrice got banned in Duel Links, by the way.
Didn't get banned in Master Duel.
It will
Not
soon.
yet.
We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
it got banned in Duel Links, and I was like, why?
So, that Beatrice being the only ban, there's a lot to fill the list because I think there's like nearly 50 cards on this list. So, limited. I'm just going to read through these rather than pause at each. Zodiac Dryden, Masterpiece, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Snatch Steel, Diablo Star, Snake Eyes Poplar, Tempire Dragon Chandra, Phantom of Yubel, Fiendsmith Engraver, Fiendsmith Tract, and Bonfire.
A lot of hits for Fiendsmith. You will notice that they didn't ban Lacrima. However, they didn't ban Lacrima because they don't have the other level 6. So, yeah.
Well, I think
They still have Baron there. Or
Yeah.
did they ban Baron last list?
No,
No,
no.
Baron's still
They
there.
still have Baron and Savage. And Apo.
So they can still do the level 4
Yes.
They can still do
contact fusion instead and make Baron. It just doesn't get
Yeah.
them all the value.
Bonfire to 1, I feel like is a hit that we might be getting.
Rota's at 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a search. But the only thing is, like, it's a hard one to turn right.
Yes. Like, it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought Bonfire had a grave effect. It doesn't. Just searches.
No, that second line of text is the thing saying it's once per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought it had a secondary effect. It should have a secondary effect.
Remember when
For
they
the-
announced Bonfire and we were all
You
like...
can only play fires.
Yeah. I remember when they announced Bonfire and we were all like, damn, they finally gave a Rota for the worst typing in the game.
And they're like, watch this shit. Semi-limited. We
Kurt's getting
have...
excited because there's a fight in the rugby league.
Wow. It must be a Saturday.
It's okay, they can't punch each other. For those who are into international, in our sport, you can't punch each other.
They do, but you can't.
You have to slap.
Anywho, semi-limited, we have Eva, Speedroid Teratop, Dino Wrestler Pancratops, MX Saber Invoker, Luster Pendulum of the Draco Slayer, Gold Sarcophagus, Fusion Destiny, Branded Opening, Max C, Lightning Throne, Nightmare Throne, and Gozen Match.
Perfectly fine hits. Perfectly fine. We did gloss over the fact that Masterpiece came back. However, Masterpiece is more outable than ever now.
Yes, and there's less floodgates.
Yes. The fact that Imperm exists now and it didn't exist back when Masterpiece was a card is a big difference. Because you can just Imperm it if it's unaffected by traps. If it's not unaffected by traps. Because if they do Monster Spell like you used to, force the trap out. And instead it's now like, boop. Because you used to go Monster Spell, Spell Pop the trap.
Although I will say all of the Solemns are back now, which they weren't before. Like, granted, Solemn's not really the way they want to play. They want the continuous ones to get value. But
Yeah.
it's there.
Also, Zeus is a thing now.
Zeus is the
Yes.
thing. And it recently came back to 2/3?
Yeah. Masterpiece is not that oppressive. Put
But still.
Masterpiece to 3.
Wait,
No, don't do that.
Zeus is still... Oh, in OCG.
OCG.
You're forgetting the fact that all the floodgates are also now limited.
Maybe not an OCG. I don't know if Skill Drains...
Oh, no.
I think
If they have Monarchs Erupt, it doesn't really matter.
Zeus is
There is
later in
that
this list.
Yes.
Zeus to 2?
Yeah. Sneak peek. But yeah, also Max C going to 2 is very interesting.
They have Mole Charmies now.
Yeah, I
That's
realise
the-
that.
You
But
just get rid of Maxi.
That's the thing, yes.
Yeah.
watch the TCG just bring it back so that they can chuck it in like a fucking...
I want them to do it so badly. It'd be funny.
It won't be.
It
So-
would be.
Because you'll get Charmy Max C.
Exactly.
Draw
And-
3.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it in the fact that you get to do it. You're not thinking about it in the other sense of it gets done to you.
He's summoning from his back row, he doesn't care.
I can. If you do both Charmies, you get one draw off me.
Sweet, I'll take a draw.
Okay, go neg 1.
It's not a neg 1. I got
It
a
is.
Charmy out of my hand.
He replaced the Charmy.
I replaced one of the Charmies. If you activate both of them.
That's alright, I don't think we'll have one.
Okay.
Well,
Yes, that involves him buying them.
yeah,
Which-
we'll get to
we'll
that
get
in a minute. Unlimited, we have all of the Dragon Rulers at 3, Perform Age Plush Fire with the errata, Spiral Quick Fix, which is concerning,
Quick
Zeus.
Fix is a 3 for us. Quick Fix is a 3 for us.
Yeah, but they have what's her face?
Oh, they have Master Plan?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Good luck, everybody.
Arsenal Zeus, Match Respected Unicorn, Raigeki, My Friend Pearly, and Lightning Storm.
When's Lightning Storm going to come back to 3 for us?
Next ban list.
It's not doing anything.
Next ban list.
Perhaps. But yeah, this is all coming into effect as of October 1st.
It's already in effect. In Japan, they just play the new ban list once it gets released.
Yeah? They don't have like a little last hurrah thingy?
No.
No?
Normally,
No.
they're just like, yeah, we know. Off we go. There's no point playing this anymore if we're just going to be playing something different next week.
That's true.
Fair enough.
They're good like that.
What we should do.
Yeah. They
So-
should just make them effective immediately.
So, moving back to the TCG for a brief moment, we have now the full set rarities of the upcoming Rage of the Abyss set. So, for secrets, we have
Look at that man. Spoilers. Centurions are not secrets.
Heart of the Blue Eyes, Lacrima the Crimson Tear,
Pretty shit. Pretty shit. These are both $10 cards, at best.
Abyss Shrine the Atlantean Spirit,
Maybe
Maybe
15
15.
bucks.
Molchami Fluaros.
It's worth every other secret rare put together.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Pausing for that briefly, the current pre-release prices are at best about $235 a copy.
225. Sold out.
Yeah, but then they went up to what on the second release?
225 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a grim day if you wish to draw cards off turn.
I don't think I'm going to buy them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not going for like the start. Absolutely not. I'm literally picking up a car today. If you're listening to this on release, so I don't have money to be dropping on fucking hand traps. Moving on though, Deception of the Sinful Spoils, Primate Lordly Load.
I think the spoils card might be around 50.
Spoils card is currently on pre-sale for 90.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Wrong.
Sorry, I was saying that's a card that's worth something. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yep.
I lost track of my counters. So there's 4 good secrets, 6 mid secrets.
Primate Lordly Load, which is a terrible name.
Code will give you his Lordly Load.
No, he won't. Dominus Impulse.
That's the 4th one.
Giant Mimigul. Mimigul Charm.
Charm's
And-
shit. Charm's dog shit.
Oh, you play it as a one-off.
Exactly.
Is that the Xyz?
No, that's the...
No, that's the spell.
Both the
I
secret
thought the
rares...
spell was good.
No.
The one that they released like early.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
that rips out of the extra deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mid.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't play
I
Mimigul.
don't think it's that bad to be peeking at your opponent's extra deck in a
It's random.
Fiendsmith
You
format.
don't get to peek.
Ah,
It's random. Yeah.
just play Unicorn.
No, don't do that. And then lastly for the secrets, Fire King Courtier Olcanix.
That's number 4.
Yeah, they also didn't...
It wasn't
Tell
a
us.
secret rare when they announced it.
Announced it.
Correct.
They were like, here it is.
Here's a
Just
common.
show it off as a common.
Looking super-ish at best.
They literally showed a proxy. They literally showed a proxy on stream. Thanks, Jerome.
And
Oh,
then-
was it on stream? Like a physical card of it?
No. So they did like they showed the pictures,
Yeah.
but they clearly showed a picture that wasn't like a recreation of the card.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're doing
Sure.
sneakies.
Good
You
work,
can't
Jerome.
trust them. You can't
I'm
trust
watching
them.
you. You can now no longer trust whenever they do those announcements
Yeah.
as to what's not a secret rare and
No,
what is.
You can't.
But the good news is because all the other secrets are really expensive, Olcanix will be very cheap.
It's like 35.
That's still very cheap for a secret, to be fair.
Yeah, the Dominus is quite expensive. It's like 80 because it doesn't lock you out of fire. So you just play it in fire.
It is actually a lot. Like, I was comparing both of them, and this one is a lot better.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
100%.
Because, this format at the moment is like fire, darks,
Maybe some waters with the Xyz, maybe?
maybe, and then, we've had Lightsworn come in a bit, which,
Yeah.
No, last one ain't doing shit.
Well,
You aren't playing it
yeah,
last one.
Fiend
You're playing it in
Smith,
Fire
yeah.
King. Yeah.
So,
That's Darks and Fire. Doesn't look out either of those.
Ultra rares. We have Surfacing Big Jaws, the Red Eyes, Black Full Metal Dragon, the Primate Imperial Dragon, Centurion Chimera, Mermail Shadow
Hey, is that
Slug.
a good one? Anyway.
Moving on.
No.
Araya, the Water Channeler,
Yep.
Azamina Murislago, Azamina Moa Regina, Legendary Lord Six Samurai Shien, Poseidra Abyss, the Atlantean Dragon Lord, Mermail King Neptibus, Flying Mary, the Wandering Ghost Ship, Primate Drill Beam, and Mimigul Throne.
He's complaining that his extra deck card is a super. My main deck cards are commons.
I wouldn't make the argument that Six Dan don't have high rarity cards because those were the OG.
I'm not complaining that way. I'm complaining that so you have Oxil and Legadia, which were secret ultra, but they both got QCRs.
Yep.
Now we have another Synchro in the deck, and it's just a super, and that's it.
You have to wait till next year. You gotta lay
QCRs aren't going to be here next year.
QCRs are already here next year.
By the time
Checkmate,
by the time the tins come out, there's not going to be QCRs anymore.
It's not getting a QCR reprint, but also the level 8 synchro isn't that important to get a QCR. It comes onto the board and then it floats
QCRs
away.
It's on the board more than the others.
Then you're playing it wrong.
So is my commons.
You bring it back at least 2 times in your combo.
6 Samurai Cores are $17. And that's with 3 of the cards you don't even need.
I'm sorry.
How dare you complain
I got 2 cards.
when there's starving kids across the table from you?
Like me, because I haven't eaten all day. So obviously all of these will be coming in Quarter Century Secret Rare, and then we have the... actually, I don't remember what one it is that we're getting. Is it the Fusion that we're getting?
Yes.
Yeah, we get the Fusion of Bonds and whatever.
Genuinely, it's just not there.
No, I don't think it's
Yeah.
the fusion of bonds in that.
Well, it's not a fusion of those, it's just a
that.
fusion. Yeah, but its name's like something of...
Bonds and
Yeah,
Unity.
something of Pride and Soul.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
You have the card in front of you!
Yeah, but it's not a fusion of those cards.
It is.
The material highly...
The 3 magicians don't make a 3-headed dragon.
They do.
You can't...
Have you not seen
You
Yu-Gi-Oh?
cannot possibly dictate what the fusion materials are by what the Ed monster looks like.
Let me show you Heavy Metal Musician King.
I'm sorry.
Just
Musician King?
3 magicians.
Heavy
don't
Metal
make 3
Musician King is when he
dragons.
equips with Metal Morph in the anime. When are we getting that card?
Never.
Jerome, where's my Heavy Metal Musician King?
Look, we just got the Metal Morph support, and...
And we didn't get Heavy Metal Musician King.
Bad.
I just want to play Witch of the Black Forest.
You can
No,
do that.
no,
You just
no.
can't make a bad fusion with it. That has nothing to do with the materials that it's made of.
It triggers Witch if Witch is on field.
Okay, cool. You can normal summon it.
Normal summon Witch,
Summon
activate
a bad
Poly.
fusion. Search, I don't know, probably a Battle Fader.
Turn 2 nuns into a musician.
Yep.
That's how it
Anyway.
works.
So yeah, we did mention some Mimigul cards, so we do have the second run. Most people will be familiar with these by now, but
They're great.
they are quite good.
The first one is dog shit though.
Yeah, this one's quite bad.
When I saw the first one, I was like, oh no. Like, you can play it. It's an extender.
It's a name.
Sure.
So
It's a one of.
So obviously they all have the thing of special summon it to your opponent's board, and if it's flipped face up, apply an effect and then give it back to you. So this one, Mimigul Armor.
Stops from being destroyed by battle.
Yep, can't be destroyed by battle.
And it free summons itself.
If your opponent controls a monster, special summon this card from your hand. Mimigul Fairy.
This one's good.
When it's flipped this turn, you cannot activate the effect of monster special summon from your hand. This is applying to your opponent, obviously.
Yes. Your opponent's Cashier monsters do not trigger after they summon them.
And then if you control a Mimigul monster, special summon this card from... special summon this card face
Turns
up
off
to
the
your
entire
field
Cashier deck.
for a
Special
turn.
summon from the hand,
Yes.
right?
So they special summon Fenrir. It can't search and it can't banish stuff. They special summon Unicorn. It can't search and it can't banish stuff.
Have you heard of Theosis?
I was going to say, like,
They get one search.
Theosis and
Okay,
Burst.
but getting
Oh,
a
no.
search to
Anyway.
then make an Xyz to then reborn something from
They're
grave.
also playing the book deck that can just book them.
That
Okay.
is true.
So maybe
They Theosis
give
target.
an
You go
entire
book.
summary of what you're trying to do rather than I flip this card, your deck is fucked!
Yeah. Also, there's the small part where you've given your opponent a set card, so they already have to play around that to start.
Oh, yeah.
Because your opponent just controls a monster.
That's true.
Yes. So, we have one more main deck monster, which is Slime. Your opponent can special summon one Mimigul monster from their deck to the field, and then it gives itself over. And it also special summons itself from hand. Now, the reason that all of these special summon themselves from hand is because the second wave of support focuses on Xyz.
So that other monster you read was actually quite good. Slime is decent.
Slime is decent.
Slime is actually quite a good combo.
Armor is bad. So the first Xyz is Giant Mimigul, which is a rock Xyz, 1300 attack, 2000 defense.
I just realized that it also plays around TCB. So I didn't know what the Xyzs were.
Lovely. Your non-Xyz Mimigul monsters can attack directly while your opponent controls a face-down monster. You can only use each effect once per turn. If this card is Xyz summoned, add a Mimigul card from your deck to your hand. Detach a material from this card. Target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-down monsters your opponent controls. Destroy them. And if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. Kurt wants to do something.
Do they keep the monster?
No, it comes back to you.
So if it's flipped in the main phase, it applies its effect, and then
Then it comes to
And
you.
that's all of them? There isn't one that
All of
just
them.
stays?
No, but the traps that you get then can reflip your opponents or summon them back again to your opponent's board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you just put floodgates into this deck, like Tigaboo and all that stuff.
yeah, that's how people have been playing it. And Summoning Curse.
Yeah, Summoning Curse. Summon, special summon your opponent's board, then banish a card out of their hand.
Yep.
It's great.
And then we have Mimigul Throne. So this one is also a
So,
rock, so
going back,
it doesn't play around.
Going back to that other card, it's just a straight up time burn card because you can pop itself.
Nice.
So you can give your opponent a monster, special summon one to your board, and like normal summon another, go into the Xyz, pop the Xyz. Oh, you can also add. And then you can pop the Xyz, burn for 1,000. Use the card you've added to keep going.
It's not
I'm
a
ready
meta
to
deck
verse
unless
this
it burns
deck
in
in 2
time.
weeks' time.
So Mimigul
He
Throne.
might not be versing this deck in 2 weeks' time. I can't wait for me to FTK you and then you to be like, I wish you were
Can I
playing
play
me
the
Mimiguls.
flippy deck? So, Rock Xyz.
True.
Detach material from this card, special summon Mimigul Master from your hand, deck, or graveyard. During the main phase quick effect, target Mimigul Master you control. Equip this card as an equip spell. It gives 1,000 attack. Then you can return cards from the field to the hand, up to the number of materials this card had. You can only use it once per turn, only once per turn.
It's only one effect. So you can't summon the master and then bounce.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
So
alright,
it's-
because you're meant to use the bounce off turn. So you make this one
Exactly.
on your turn,
Yeah.
then off turn, boop.
You bounce your opponent's Kashtira cards.
You really focused on like one avenue of
Specifically
what this deck can do.
on stream, Jerome and Billy were like, this deck's just built to beat Kashtira. And I was like, okay, sure.
So is this their addressing of Fenrir /
Yeah.
Shifter?
Pretty much.
Don't worry, we're going to give you this TCG
Oh, wait,
exclusive
you can play
archetype.
Shifter in this deck.
I know this.
Yeah.
You say this like I'm unfamiliar with the deck at all. Please shut up.
Jake remembers that time that I activated Shifter and then went, well, I just pass anyway, so keep going.
So, Mimigul Fork.
This card's garbage.
Target one face down.
Also,
your
we've
opponent
known about this card
controls.
for ages, but it looked like it was fake when it got leaked. It turns out it was real.
I don't know, I reckon you could play 1/2 of them.
Or, yeah. It searches itself. That's the worst part. Like,
Yeah.
if it just searched anything else, it'd be fantastic. If it searched the field spell, done. In the deck it goes.
Yeah.
And
doesn't
then
work.
obviously Charm, which was the first card that we knew about, the random rip for the extra deck.
Yeah.
Another trash. God, that
guess-
shouldn't be a secret rare.
No,
It's only a
it
secret rare
definitely
because of the
should be.
art.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of TCG exclusive like side cards.
One of them was interesting.
I'm trying to remember what one that might be.
Not that.
This
The
one was
insect
kinda cool.
one.
There was a few insect ones. So there was like a mini insect archetype that they sort of announced.
This is B Trooper support, wasn't it?
So they had
Was it-
Supply Soldier of the Indestructible Insects. When an
The
insect,
first one. Yeah.
Yeah. So when an insect monster effect is activated, quick effect, special summon this card from your hand. Then, if you activated this effect in response to an opponent's activation, negate that effect. Also, till the end of the turn, you deserve a special summon insect. Blah blah blah.
The other one is also not terrible.
During
is
your
that the
main
one that
phase.
adds? Does this one also add?
No, this one fusion summons.
Okay, the one that adds is the one that's also.
Four face-up monsters you control are insects. Target 2 monsters on the field, including an insect you control. Banish them.
Yeah.
Face-up monsters your opponent controls that were not summoned this turn become insects. You can only use it once per turn.
Oh, sorry, it was the plant one. Sorry, the plant TCG exclusive.
Yes.
The one that adds the
Phaleanop
plant.
Sisters.
Yeah.
So if the total level of monsters you control are less than or equal to the total level of monsters your opponent controls, tribute this card, add 1 level 7 or higher insect or plant monster from your deck to your hand. During the end phase of this turn, take 2700 damage if you do not normal special summon the added monster or a card with the same original name after activating this effect. You can only use it once per turn. It's interesting, but it's not good.
It's just a weird extender that plants get.
Yeah. If
Like,
it
Just
special
ban Lotus
summoned
already.
itself, it would be better, but you have to like commit to getting it on the board outside
Summon's
of...
free. Yeah, you can normal summon.
Does-
It's level 1.
so-
1 for 1 it. There's a million ways
They
you can get
need that normal monster, right?
it. Yeah.
It's the link one to get into their link one. It goes
Yeah.
further.
The Link one's limited now? I don't know.
Yes.
I have not had a single issue playing against this deck, so...
I just get very bored watching it. It does a lot. And it's...
For context, the YCS is happening right now. Round 1, the response turn of the plant player took 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's pretty standard. In the upcoming Supreme Darkness set, we do have another round of Fiendsmith support.
They're both
having been
garbage.
announced.
We're not reading these. They're dog shit. Like, no one's going to play Fiendsmith now. Because, A, you have to play it as its own deck, and it's not good enough to be its own deck.
I guess we're moving on.
The trap banishes from grave to summon the new fusion, which doesn't really do anything. Like, it's pretty mid.
I like the art on the fusion, but that's it. The fusion's
Yeah.
shit.
The trap art looks like it was designed by an incel.
Oh yeah, the trap art is horrifically bad.
It's like Engraver coming to the rescue of the damsel in distress.
And she's like,
Yeah.
anyway.
Please help.
Yeah, pretty much. So we have announcement of the next OCG sort of end of year
So
product.
if you guys ever do the Fireside lore thing and do it for like this stuff, when you get to this part of the lore, you need to have Kurt just like show up in like full drag and go like, please help. To that same voice he just did.
Sorry?
Aren't you and Jesse supposed to be doing that fucking Fireside lore at some point?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, if you ever do
Who's-
this
Who's
lore?
asking for... Oh, God, no.
It's not a fire.
No, they just
like
want to read
sitting
lore.
by a fire.
Oh, okay.
There is a plan to do that at some point. It's coming back into spring/summer now, so it's probably more practical to do so.
The problem is that I don't want to do it, and they need me to do it.
No, I'm more than happy to do it. I just need to find some fucking time.
You need my equipment.
Bragg should have stuff, surely.
You won't have cameras and mics. You can try.
We'll see how we go.
This
but
is
yeah.
all. This could just be me baiting Bragg to try and get it done.
So,
Just
anyway.
like whenever I call out Lachlan. He doesn't watch the podcast.
Yeah, hasn't worked yet.
No.
So, there is an end of year product announced for the OCG, which is called the Quarter Century Trinity Box. So the long and short of it is like their end of year product, they get sleeves, they get all kinds of cool shit. The notable
When is the
thing,
release?
it is releasing December 21st.
4 days before Christmas.
4 days before I'm there.
That's true.
So, the reason this is particularly exciting is
You want
because
one?
3 archetypes are getting support, which are Dragon Maid, Punk, and Orcust.
Jake wants the Orcus one.
Are you going on Christmas?
I'm going on Christmas Day.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, I'm doing the whole birthday thing, and then I'm jumping on a plane.
Sure.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of different
enjoy
ways
myself.
that they're struck. Oh no, hang on. No, it's just different things in the product. Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's the same thing as that like Zeus pack they did years ago.
yeah. So there's 4 in the product contents. There's 4 Quarter Century Trinity Box special packs, 10 cards per pack, 60 different cards in the pool. There's 1 of 3 special storage boxes. Obviously
just the
themed
box that it
between
comes
Dragon
in.
Maid, Punk, and Orcust.
Yeah.
2 special Yu-Gi-Oh! Special acrylic key holders with 6 different designs. 1 special Yu-Gi-Oh! Special clear card, 3 different designs. one set of 70 special duelist card protectors. So we're getting
Sleeves.
some sleeves.
Please.
I'm actually really keen for this.
Yeah,
I thought this was coming out October 21st, not December 21st.
Yeah, no, it'll
So,
be much closer.
I'm
Hopefully
gonna
it doesn't sell out.
snap this shit up.
But
I'll
we'll-
go to like the most remote ass locations to find this.
It will be interesting to see how these decks are supported. They did hint a while back that we're going to get the Chamber Dragon form. Like it was a shadow in the background of like a dragon made something or other. So
I think it was a
theoretically, that's
Master
one
Duel
of them.
thing. I don't know.
It was a while back. But then obviously Punk and Orcust. Hopefully Punk gets some better
Decent.
synchros. Maybe like off-turn fusions that do stuff because they have Carp, but Carp literally just is a tutor for the deck. Like it doesn't do anything.
Like up.
Hey, Magic Carp does stuff eventually.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It
Takes
gets there.
forever to get it to
Gets
20.
there. Don't be mean to the Carp.
Carp are a nuisance on society.
God said, "Blessed are the Carp, for they
Yeah,
shall inherit the earth."
he made them not want to die. And ruin every ecosystem they go into.
They'll be fine. So, moving on to questions. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord. Link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us
Oh, sorry, I
questions.
forgot to do the point.
Yeah, you did.
My bad.
I was
Sorry.
very disappointed. Very disappointed. Not a lot of questions this week, admittedly. So
That was a
our
lot last week. It's fine. It carried the podcast.
I don't think we read this one last week. So our first one this week comes to us from Cheeseman1661.
Hi, Cheeseman1661.
So, next year will be my first YCS experience. I've played a high tier events before, regional qualifiers and OTS champs, along with my locals having very high caliber players, like a bit of a name drop, Lachlan Robertson and Dion Saraza.
I know Dion.
I don't know either.
I think I might know Dion. Hi, Dion.
I don't think he watches this.
Probably not.
That's why he's a high tier player.
You
I give only the
think
best.
we all know Lachlan?
Robinson.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
He was the issue at YCS that whole time. I think. You know that issue with the money and the kid?
Anyway, moving on. So it's not a new experience in playing against high tier players or events. In your opinion, for a first YCS, what kind of deck should I play? What kind of deck should I play? One where I intend to win, or a deck that I'll have fun with but still has a high chance of pulling wins, but subjectively is not a current top tier deck? Also, for your guys' first YCS, what kind of deck did you take? A meta deck or a favorite/fun deck?
You say you tell he's new to the podcast because we've told this story a million times.
Yes.
My first YCS, I built a meta deck. Oh, anyway, what you should take, just take something good. Make sure you're comfortable with it. You will just pick up free wins all day long. Because even if you lose some matches, you will play some very casual players. So free wins if you're playing something good that you understand. Don't play something good if you don't understand what the deck does.
Yes.
It will not be a fun time. A, you're not going to like what you're playing, and B, probably just not going to enjoy yourself. But you do need to make that decision of whether or not you're there to have fun or whether or not you're there to try and win. Personally, for your first YCS, I would just set the goal of making day 2. I'd play something good, try and make day 2. It's way too early to make the call as to what deck that is, but I will be memeing this year. I'm going to play 6 Samurais. You better believe I'm showing up with a bag of rice. And if they make me individually track the counters, I'm pouring out that rice on the table.
Well, they do.
I'm pouring that rice out on the table.
And then picking it back up for each match?
Yep.
Fucking Jesus. Should bring like a little Hoover.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You better believe I am.
So,
6 Samurais coming soon.
I very much agree with that. Definitely take a deck that you are comfortable with. Like, obviously, you want it to be good to some extent, but you need to be comfortable with it rather than taking the best deck in the room if you've not been like testing it, because like you may win against people just through like the power of your deck, but eventually you will come across the wall of you're not well enough versed in the deck to get around those random decks in the room. Like some rogue can just randomly shut you down because you're not aware enough, and then you'll come up against people that are well tested in a mirror match and they will dumpster you.
Yeah.
So I had my first YCS, I think, last year with tier format.
Yep.
It took me forever to just realize to play tier.
I refuse to play tier.
At first, I was playing branded before it, then tried to mix branded and tier together. And then for the YCS, I just put tier together. I think my issue at the stage was money, trying to get the tier cards. Then I just said, I'll get tier, played that. This YCS that just happened, I didn't like the best deck.
You didn't like Snake Eyes?
I didn't like Snake Eyes, so I was just like, I'll just play Sprite, because I like that deck.
See, I made the mistake of at the tier element YCS being like, I'm going to play a hard counter to tier.
Did not
play a
one
single tier matchup the entire day, which was really fun. Don't do that. If you're playing an Australian YCS, don't do that. Never play a hard counter to the meta because there is so much fucking rogue.
We love a rogue deck in Australia. Also, shout out to when we thought tier was expensive.
Yeah. Tier was really fucking cheap, looking back on it.
So cheap.
Yeah.
Like, I think the thing that kind of made it expensive was like the Millers got to like being like $40 a pop, maybe.
The most expensive one was Planet. Planets was still at
Triple
P was
$100.
the
Planets were
expensive
expensive, yeah.
And that was my issue with getting the deck, because they were just nowhere. You couldn't find them.
Yeah.
Then Mavens came out, and yes, the Shufflers and Millers, they were quite hard to get.
Yeah, I think the Millers were each like $40 and the Shufflers... The shit Shuffler... Or was it the shit Miller was cheap?
The ship Miller was
because
cheap.
you only
Agito-
played it at one.
Yeah.
Agito was bad. Kelbeck, you 100% played.
Yeah.
I think I
Kelbeck
did
was
play
a hand trap.
2 Agito though.
Kelbeck was
because
a hand trap.
Yeah.
cards fucking insane.
Yeah.
But
Oh, free rank 4? Whee!
at the end, play a deck that you enjoy. If you think it's good, play that. But if you don't think you're going to do well with it, I wouldn't play it.
So your first YCS was tier. Our first YCS.
Oh, was that your first YCS as well?
Yeah.
I thought you would play the year before.
No, I wasn't. I don't think I was available. 2 of my mates went. The mates that no longer play. One was playing. Actually, what were they playing? I can't remember what they were playing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't
that
go to
was
2016 either,
Yeah, no, I didn't get that one.
which was full power Pepe. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't it that one? No, it definitely wasn't.
Yeah. So our first YCS is 2017. Do you want to tell a story?
Yeah, sure. So for my first YCS, I was playing Mermail OTK because Neptibus had not long before that come out, and the water.
It's been out a year, Jake.
It felt like that to me, anyway.
It came out in Bosch the year before for our previous
it was new
YCS.
to me, but also Gamma had just come out.
Gamma Seal had been out for a year and a half. It had come out in docs in 2015.
Did it?
Yes.
Yeah. Clearly, I wasn't paying much attention to what
Was
was
it
happening.
docs? It was one of them. Yeah, it was in
Sure, it was
2015.
before that, because there was more than me playing fucking Mermail OTK in the room.
Yeah, there was. There was more than just you. But, like, that was because Toad came out. Toad had just come out.
I wasn't playing Toad. I don't think I could afford Toad at the time. Wait. Anyway, I don't care. That's not the point of the story. Anyway, by about round 4 or 5, I sit across from a guy wearing an Australian rugby
It was
jersey.
round 2.
Was it that
It
early?
was round 2.
I don't know if it was.
It was round 2.
I don't know if it was.
It certainly was.
I don't know if it was.
Because I went 0-2 to start and then went undefeated the rest of the day. I cleaned up that rogue like it was nothing.
Anyway, the spoiler alert is the guy sitting in the Aussie rugby shirt and with crutches was Ben.
Yeah. They asked me when I got there, do you want a special table? And I was like, yes, please. It's very painful. And they were like, sorry, we forgot.
So yeah, Ben was hobbling around the entire day. I hadn't met him before this. He had built ABC? No.
I had full power meta ABC built. Yes.
He lent it to someone.
Who
and
then didn't show up to the event.
Yeah. So instead he played Trap Exodia.
Yeah, I played Exodia Stall.
So you didn't give the deck you gave it to someone before
Yes.
YCS.
Yeah, like 2
And then
days
they
before I decided I was going. And then they were like, I'll go as well. And I was like, okay, cool. Fuck it, sure. You can borrow this deck. I'll play Exodia.
No, you didn't. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. I made day 2.
Yeah.
I'll take that every day of the week.
I will say that was like the first experience of YCS with the time thing. I don't think I got out of there until restaurants were closed.
Yes, same.
I was fucking starving.
Yeah, it was very bad.
Old time rules were bad in that sense.
So
in that,
when did you end?
would have been like 9 o'clock.
Maybe 10.
So main restaurants would have been closed.
Yeah.
Oh, at that point everything was closed. Like
It's
the Macca's was
Olympic
closed.
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
okay.
Olympic Park in January, everything's closed.
Literally, the worst thing about YCS Sydney is being hosted at Homebush.
But it's also kind of the best thing of like you get so much space.
Yeah. Although I will say one thing that I didn't do last year that I want to do this year.
Yep.
In the bottom of our Airbnb a couple of years back, there was like a sort of pseudo-American style restaurant, and they did.
Style restaurants are always kind of shit though.
No. But they did what inspired me to do these at home, the hot dogs with macaroni and cheese and bacon.
Those are very common.
I know, but not in that area.
I'm sure.
Because it was Macca's, ribs and rump, which is fucking trash, and this place.
Are you?
And Panut.
Panut wasn't open at the time.
Was it not?
Oh, wait, no, it was.
No, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was when Ben became the most quotable man in Australian Yu-Gi-Oh! Or was that YCS, or was that YCS after?
I don't know, what'd you say?
When we were going to a casino and I was like, gambling's immoral. I'm here to win.
I don't think we went to the casino that year.
Anyway, yeah, so I was playing Trap Exodia at my first YCS. I went 2-0 the first 2 rounds, 0-2, sorry, and was like, this is miserable. This is not going to be a fantastic day. And then just proceeded to just pair like the dumbest shit I had ever seen for the rest of the entire event. And was like, at one point I played against a guy playing token spam. And I
Sure.
was like, anyway, here's my balance of judgment. I'm going to draw and win now. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Actually, do you know why I thought that we versed in round 5?
Why?
Because in round 5 I versed a 6 samurai player.
Ah, okay. Okay. That makes sense.
And I think he either set up the Shien
Yep.
and or a Nat Beast.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, summon Megalo, pop both of them with a hand effect, kill you anyway.
Yep.
I didn't give a fuck if you're negating my spells.
Like, also, like, I got really confused. I didn't realize I had made day 2 because my final round opponent didn't show up.
Oh.
Like, last round started at like 8:30. And my last round opponent just didn't show up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. It must mean that, like, I didn't keep going. And then, like, the next morning after round 1, I, like, checked and I had a pairing for round 1. I was like, oh, shit.
I guess
Okay.
you got paired down.
No, I don't think I did. I would have probably had some shithouse resistances. But that was a fun time. Max C was a thing. If you Max Seed your opponent, they just kind of like look and go like, do I want to take the Max Seed challenge? And they're like, I'm just like, bro, I'm just drawing more traps here. Like, you can take the challenge. I'm not going to
Exodia
win.
pieces.
Yeah. I'm either going to draw bricks or I'm going to draw traps.
That's true.
Then last question this week comes to us from 656. At what point do you consider a card not worth selling and just give it away? $1, $5, $10? Never? Trade fodder only?
Around like that $3 to $4 range. Like $5 and up is when I'm like, kind of like, I'll actually kind of trade you for it.
Yeah, we'll look
Like
at stuff.
4 and under, I'm like, I don't really care.
Depends if I know the person.
See, for me, it's the opposite. If I'm at locals and I don't know the person, I'll be more generous than I am at a regional and don't know the person.
Yeah.
Also depends if I just beat the person. If I'm at locals, I beat a new person and then they like ask me to look at a binder, they can have pretty much the first thing they look at for free.
Yep. Top tip.
Take a note.
Lose to bed and take
Kurt's
his-
flashing back to the first time I beat him at locals and then he went through my binder and I gave him a card for free.
What did you get?
Don't think I did.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm such
Wow.
a dick.
I don't think I looked through the binder. That's the thing.
I can't believe you've done this.
Nah, I didn't talk to Kurt for like 3 weeks.
Wow. What did you do?
I'm a very shy person.
Kurt says he's a very shy person, and then we flash back to like Leo coming to locals for like a month, and then not saying hi to us at States.
Wow, we're calling out a lot of people on the podcast today.
You better believe it.
But also, I now
I'm
just
coming for you, Jerome.
I now just have this image of like the first 2 weeks of his locals of you sitting on opposite side of the rooms, just going.
Well,
Pretty much.
I'm a very shy person. It takes me, I don't know.
Alcohol.
No,
Shop to locals
Ah.
blind.
no. It takes me about 3 months to get to talk to people, or alcohol.
He's talking to all you people at home.
done.
I am very weird on the
Shout outs
alcohol.
if you're from Galebe.
Shout out to Galebe. So that concludes us for today's podcast. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're listening, feel free to favourite. Jump into our Discord, ask us what all of that was about, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.
Where's Galebe?
Goodbye.